Hello everybody, Jackson here from the Wealth Squad today, talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Of course, we're going to talk about that as today Bitcoin passed the previous all-time high of $64,000. It hit $67,000 today. So we're going to go over Bitcoin and basically the other main cryptos, see where they're at, see what's a buy, what's not. So first things first, Bitcoin, we can see on the year chart and the 5-year chart that we've seen 3 strong candles, and you can see each candle is a week, 1 week, and it says right there. So 3 strong candles, each bringing more than like $5,000 until the last one. Actually, yeah, at one point it did bring $5,000. So Bitcoin has gone a long way since it originally started out, and of course a couple years ago or even last year. But according to the RSI, it could go higher because 70 is not the max, 100 is the max. Last year, January of this year, you can see Bitcoin hit a RSI of 94, 95, and that wasn't even at the peak, right? So the RSI with Bitcoin, it doesn't mean as much as you'd expect, because every time it hit an all-time high, a couple weeks, months later, it would be even higher. So what's the point of selling at a gain when you could just hold and get a bigger gain, right? So you may have to look at that at Bitcoin in that perspective. However, we can see right here that Bitcoin isn't even at that 70. And now this is on the 5-year chart. The 1 year, you can see Bitcoin is just over that 70 mark. And it has been a couple times this year. All has been bullish after the fact, which is why I say the RSI doesn't really matter with Bitcoin. However, below 30 definitely does matter. That's a good buying price. So, if you're looking to get into crypto, I've said this before, you should have exposure by now, but you should not be, you shouldn't have a full position at this price. Like if you're starting right now, you should not have a full position. You should not initiate one just because Bitcoin's the highest it's ever been. I guarantee we're going to see prices below this. And I mean, I mostly guarantee, you can't guarantee anything, but just based on Bitcoin and crypto and the RSI and anything as the crypto as a whole, right? It doesn't just keep going. There's always going to be the red candles. So we're already seeing that. We can check on the 5-day. You can see 67,000 was the max. Now it's right at 64. So did we already hit the all-time high? Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. Is it going to come down after this? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? However, you should have exposure by now, and you should get in more when it falls down more, right? Chris said himself he was trying to get for below $40,000. He's trying to get 30 below $40,000. Maybe that's too much for you. If that's too much for me, try for 1, if not a half of 1 or a quarter of 1 or just 0.1 of a Bitcoin at that $40,000 range. Until then, just wait and watch. But the other cryptos, let's check on Ethereum. So you can see Ethereum has not hit that all-time high yet. It's about to. It looks like it, right? But it has not yet. And the RSI is similar. This is the 1 year, 5-year, same type of thing. Not even the 70 yet. So Ethereum is something else to watch in case it breaks that all-time high. And we can check out back in 2017 when it peaked. It was right at $1,300. Everyone was like, "Oh, imagine paying $1,300 for an Ethereum." Well, now we're paying $4,000. So just with time, most cryptos appreciate. So if you're buying now, then in 5 years you'll probably be up, but next year maybe not. It just depends on how it goes, right? You never really know. Just focus on the fundamentals if you're investing for the long term. Look at the chart if you're going for the short term. Now we're looking at Cardano, the third largest cryptocurrency based on market cap. So Cardano hasn't been moving much. You can see the past year, it has gone from $1.26, more like $1.65 to $2.20. Past 5 years has been, I guess it hasn't been on Coinbase that long. But you can see the past year, I guess that's how long it's been on Coinbase since we're using the Coinbase chart. It's basically doubled, right? So it hasn't been much compared to everything else. It's kind of a slower moving, but we are seeing a bullish move here, 5-day chart. Actually just this one day from 218 to 225 now. So if you're a holder of Cardano or you're an investor of it, then just continue to watch. Nothing too important happening with either the RSI or the chart itself. But for Solana, this is one I talked about in a video before, saying it was the best crypto to buy now. We're seeing Solana pump. It's now at 185, and basically all-time high of 215. This crypto is insane. It's gone from $3 to 200, and has a lot more room to go. The fundamentals are solid behind Solana. It's fast, it's cheap to use, and it already has the Ethereum type marketplace, right, with NFTs and all that. So it's a solid fundamental crypto. However, the incredible increase in price maybe what's holding you back, and that makes sense. But based on the fundamentals, the technicals here, RSI is not pointing to be oversold. It hasn't even been around for 5 years, but you can see the RSI does look like a pretty good indicator here, better than Bitcoin in that fact, but still kind of lacking. So don't focus too much on the RSI. I feel like trend lines are what will help you more. If we could draw some more trend lines here, we should. Oh, something like that maybe, where Solana consistently builds from this 130 downturn price into the 200s again. So Solana seems pretty enticing. Cardano's a type of slow moving crypto, and if you're investing in that, you're really risking your opportunity to grow your money elsewhere. But with Ethereum and Bitcoin, it is looking good. If you're an investor in any of those, you're of course in the green. So good for you, congrats, right? But just focus on the short-term trend lines. If you don't want to focus on that, if you don't like trading, just sit back, close your laptop, delete Coinbase, just focus on getting more, right? Averaging in. But until then, that's the video just talking about this crypto pump. Huge. It's a big day in history where Bitcoin passed that $64,000 all-time high, now at 67. So yeah, that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time.